Well, welcome, Leos, and thank you for being here today. This is your weekly love message on your twin flame journey for week commencing Monday, the 28th of June through to Sunday, the 4th of July, 2021. On the left hand side will be your crowning message cards and your main message cards I'll be using. And on the right hand side will be your crowning wisdom messages. So Leos, let's go ahead and have a look and see what your overall crowning message is for this week. All right, my angels and spirit guides, thank you. So we have stuck. Okay, my angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you, thank you. And we have spring. Okay, and one more please, my angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell, thank you. And we have awakening. Okay, all right, so Leos, let's have a look at your crowning wisdom messages now. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me your crowning wisdom messages? Thank you. So we have 777, 7777, yeah. Okay. Thank you. We have 1155. And let me just put this over here. Don't know why these are shifted. Are they all okay? Yep. And one more card, please. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me your crowning wisdom message to the question, how does the twin flames of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus feel towards them in love on their twin flame journey, week commencing Monday the 28th of June through, okay. I'm not going to take those cards, but I will take that card that literally flew out, Leos, which is 651. Okay, let's just make sure that we can see all of your cards. Okay. All right. Are we there? Yeah. Okay, Leos, right now we're just going to take a deeper dive into your crowning message. Okay, so your first card is stuck. Then we have spring. And we have awakening. Okay. All right. Your main card, Leos, they're saying to me to look at that first. It says here, the energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. And that is the energy, Leos, that are around you this week, okay? Very flamboyant, dramatic, proud, passionate. And I feel as if you are walking in an energy of belief, okay? For your crowning message, I feel as though whether you are a man or a woman, the divine masculine energy in this connection, I feel as though has been stuck for a hot minute, okay? They may have gone through a bit of a dark night of the soul. They may have gone through a bit of a dry spell with regards to love, or opening up their heart to love, okay? It feels as though as they are awakening, they seem to be having a lot of questions. I feel as though this awakening is definitely happening in the spring months, which we are in. For me, definitely here in the UK. So what I, as my baseline. Spring for me is March, April, May. But we are going into the summer months of June, July and August. So I feel as if it has been around March, April, May of this year that this awakening has happened, okay? It could also represent, I will just call it out, that the divine masculine energy in this connection may not awaken until next year, spring, which is March, April and May. But I'm more picking up that it is that it's already happened, okay? And whatever they were feeling stuck about, I feel as though they are either at a distance. I'm also feeling that they might be feeling a little bit, they may also feel to kind of take some action, believing. I feel as if this person is believing, okay, that where they were once stuck, maybe their heart space was cracked quite significantly, stuck in hurt, stuck in almost feeling dry. How can I put that? Almost feeling like the drought of love, of kindness, of giving and receiving love. And I feel as if for some of you may be across the waters. They could be in a cold country, or they could see you in a colder country than themselves. And it feels as if they're kind of getting ready to travel, to take this distance across the water, okay? But I feel as though something is definitely blossoming, okay? And I feel that it happened around the spring months of 2021, okay? For your crowning wisdom messages, Leo, we have 777, and this green heart is all around the chakra, the heart chakra, and it says, honor your shadow self and let it reveal any hidden mysteries to you. A completion is near. So I feel as though, Leo, as your person wakes up, or it could be you could be the divine masculine energy, whether you are male or female in this connection. I feel as though whatever this dry period was, that is something that I feel as if the divine masculine energy needed to go through, needed to do that dark night of the soul. And that I did pick that up earlier as well. And I feel as if they're being guided to almost be at peace with it, okay? Because as they evolve, as they awaken to this connection, which I almost feel that they're blossoming, okay? It feels as if they are also going to awaken, that they have to kind of accept their shadow self, accept what was done in the past is done, and actually to look forward to a new chapter, okay? A new chapter that has them unstuck, okay? But it also feels as though that they do still have a lot of questions. With your next crowning wisdom message, we have 1155, and I feel that this heart represents the crown chakra, and I feel as if they're connecting. They may be connecting with their higher self, divine spirit universe, as to what steps to take, all right? And it says, don't take opinions personally. People can only understand things from their own level of perspective. So it makes me feel as though Leos, the divine masculine energy in this connection, I feel as though they may be apprehensive to come forward. I feel as if they are waking up to this connection, but they may be concerned about what other people may say. If you are the divine feminine energy in this connection, I almost feel as if your energy is quite passionate, quite flamboyant, and I don't know if the divine masculine can it almost feels as if the divine feminine energy is somebody that they just, I feel as if I'm just picking up this energy that they fascinate the divine masculine, and it almost feels as if that's what's triggered them to awaken to this connection, but they may be concerned for whatever reason what other people may say. Okay, but the wisdom coming is that basically neither one of you need to take on the opinions of other people, because they really don't understand the connection. And for your final crowning wisdom message, we have 651. Your twin flame has been visiting you in your dreams. Write your feelings down upon awakening. Now, I feel as though this is a wisdom message for the divine feminine energy in this connection. I feel as though as this person has been awakening, whether it's you, Leo, or the person that you are connecting with, whatever resonates with you, whether you hold the divine feminine energy predominantly in this connection, or your person that you're connecting to holds the divine masculine energy, whichever resonates. But I feel as though this card is more to do with the divine feminine energy. I feel as if with this orange here representing the sacral chakra, they may even feel that the divine masculine energy is waking up to this connection. I feel as if you do know each other. You may be at a distance, but something has been blossoming, and I feel as if it kind of started in the spring months of 2021. And I feel as if, as the divine feminine, I feel may have awoken to this connection before the divine masculine energy, I feel has been visiting them on that astral plane. And I feel as if they've been helping them to get out of this stuck energy around love, around growth. It almost feels as if the divine masculine has stopped growing. And I feel as if the divine feminine, however they have been communicating, who I feel is quite spiritual, maybe telepathic, okay, I feel has been encouraging the divine masculine on the astral plane to come out of that stuck mode, to remind them that they are a spiritual being having a human experience. And part of that is growth. It's part of learning, evolution. And that's what I feel as though the divine feminine is communicating to the divine masculine in this connection. That was quite deep, quite heavy. All right. Okay, so Leos, if this message is resonating for you already, please feel free to click that thumbs up on the video. It just helps to push this message out to other Leos who may be seeking a twin flame message this week. Those of you that have not subscribed already, please go ahead and feel free to click that subscription button. And returning subscribers, welcome back, and I really hope that you get a useful message out of your twin flame message this week. Also, Leos, I am now on TikTok and Instagram. Those of you that have been following me already know the Instagram one. So please feel free to join me on those social platforms. Your support and encouragement will be much appreciated. Okay, so Leos, let's get into your main love message. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me, how does the twin flames of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus feel towards them in love on their twin flame journey, week commencing Monday the 28th of June through to Sunday the 4th of July 2021? What is their current energy spiritually, emotionally, mentally and physically towards Leo that I'm allowed to see for their highest good and for the greater good of all? As above, so below and all around me. Thank you. All right, let's do this, Leos. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me, how does the twin flames of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, thank you. So we have pride and ego. Okay, my angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me, how does the twin flames of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus feel towards them? Thank you. We have fifth dimension. What did I say? You guys have been speaking. I feel as if it's the divine feminine energy, Leos, that's been speaking to the divine masculine. Thank you. And look at that shadow work. What did we say? Some shadow work's been done. Okay, my angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me, how does, thank you. And we have conclusion, and one more card please, thank you. And we have pause. Yeah, that just makes total sense. Okay, so Leos, for those of you that I am reading for this week, let me just make sure that we are all aligned up and we can see your cards. Yep. Okay, so on the left-hand side, Leos, will be the divine masculine energy, whether they are male or female. Bearing in mind, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us, but the left-hand side is going to be specifically around the divine masculine energy. And on the right-hand side will be the energy of the divine feminine, okay, whether they are male or female. And right in the center obviously is going to be a message for the both of you. Okay, so I feel as if the divine masculine energy in this connection has definitely been in that low vibrational energy of pride and ego, and I feel as if it had them really, really stuck. Now, it may have been due to deep heartbreak, loss. It could be just, it almost feels as if their walls have been put up, okay? And I feel as if that is why they haven't grown until the encounter with the divine feminine. But what's happened is, I feel as though, as I was saying for the crowning message, is that I was picking up that the divine feminine energy has been communicating with the divine masculine energy on the 5D, on the astral plane, because on the 5D, they're actually in union. Okay, they're already in union. And I feel as if the divine feminine energy over here has definitely put a pause on this connection. And I feel as if they have put a pause on this connection that kicked off around springtime of this year, all right? Simply because I feel as if there was some shadow work. We can see, for me, I always see that this person in this card looks like a man. So it could be a divine masculine energy. But I feel with this card coming right in the middle of your reading, Leo, actually both of you needed to do some shadow work in some shape, form or another. I feel as if the divine masculine may have triggered the divine feminine to come to the conclusion that they have met their divine counterpart. They may have already picked up the energy as both the divine feminine and the divine masculine are obviously in union in the 5D. It almost feels as there's a big time conversation going on with you, particularly with the blue coming out in those two cards, which represent the throat chakra. I feel as if the divine feminine energy in this connection definitely put a pause on the 3D because they know that the divine masculine energy is on their way to them, which I feel as if we can see. I feel as if they understand that this person, the divine masculine energy, definitely holds the key to their heart, okay? This card, for me, Leo, always reminds me of that wedding confetti. So I feel as though the divine feminine does see this person as somebody that they want to marry, but they have put a pause on this connection, which I feel as though happened in spring, and it was part of the triggering process of both energies doing some shadow work. But it feels as though this week, for whatever reason, I feel as if they are coming towards the divine masculine. But I feel as if coming towards the divine masculine, more to do on the 3D, because if you look at the orange here, it does remind me of the sacral chakra. It's as though they are feeling as though the divine masculine energy in this connection is awakening, and it almost feels as if they're going to try and meet them halfway, to come into union, maybe to also encourage further, maybe in the 3D of this shadow work. So I feel as if there's going to be conversations that are happening, okay? And that may be the hidden mysteries for both of you. It almost feels as though, without really thinking about it, it's as if you are both being drawn to each other. And I feel as though it is because there is some growth that needs to occur in this connection for both of you. Okay, and I feel as though, Leos, that both of you may be coming towards each other with, I feel as if it's going to be quite a dramatic encounter, very passionate, but it almost feels as if you are both going on the belief that you have both met your divine counterparts. Yeah, you've both met the divine counterpart in each other. Let's have a look at your clarifications. Thank you. Okay, so with the Hangman, I feel as if the divine masculine energy in this connection is definitely reflecting on the shadow work that they need to do, which I feel is to do with pride and ego. It feels as if the divine masculine may have spoken to the divine feminine energy at some point during the spring months, that may have also put the divine feminine on hold, on pause, because they understood that there was some shadow work that they both needed to do. Okay, and I feel as though that may have been what also put the connection in its entirety in a bit of a stuck mode, a bit of a pause mode. But I feel as though the divine masculine is definitely thinking about this connection. And here we go. We've got the Leo card, the strength card, coming up in reverse. I feel as though Leos, whether or not your divine counterpart, or the divine feminine energy, pause this connection because they felt that you didn't have the strength to come towards them, because you still had some shadow work to do. I almost feel as if the divine masculine energy may have denied the connection out of fear. It almost feels as if, Leos, if you're resonating with this, it almost feels as if the divine masculine was quite comfortable in that low vibrational kind of dry mode, you know, not really giving, not really receiving, not allowing growth, not allowing evolution. It's as if they didn't have the strength and the courage to kind of step out of this pride and ego, particularly if they denied the connection because of pride and ego, okay? It's as if they hindered their own growth. Let's continue. My angels and spirit guides, and I feel as if they're reflecting on that now, definitely this week. My angels and spirit guides of the thank you. I feel as if with the 8 of Cups coming in reverse, I feel as if the divine masculine must have walked away from this connection around the spring months before they awoken to this connection. And I feel as though whatever it has been communicated in dreams by the divine feminine energy, I feel as if it has done what it needed to do, and was to encourage them to not fully walk away, but actually to do some shadow work. Now, with the Lovers card, now it kind of came up a little bit sideways. So I feel as if the divine masculine is awakening to this connection. This is my twin flame card. I feel as if they don't want to let go of this connection. It feels as if they've been illuminated with the birds here. It feels as if they have definitely received the messages. But with the card coming up a little bit kind of not reversed and not fully face up, it almost feels as if they may be questioning whatever messages they are getting in the 5D, hence why they are reflecting with that hangman. Okay, you could be dealing with a Gemini, or you could have Gemini in your chart. I don't know why these cards have just come out in reverse like that. Let's just put them back. All right, my angel, thank you. Okay, so I feel as if as they awaken to this connection with the divine feminine, I feel as if they are feeling victorious, perhaps doing some shadow work between the spring months up until now. And I feel as if they see this connection as quite solid, quite abundant. But I also feel as if they're having success around the shadow work that I feel that they've been guided to do, certainly around pride and ego. And I feel as if they are really reflecting on this. Thank you. And then we have Temperance in reverse. Okay, so I feel as though the divine feminine energy, I feel as though they have tried to be really patient while either they do some shadow work, while they recognize and definitely feel as though the divine masculine energy needs to do some shadow work. And I feel as if that patience is almost worn thin now. It's as though the pause maybe have happened in the spring months. They're ready to come forward. Okay, could be dealing with Sagittarius, or you could have Sagittarius in your chart as well. And I feel with that Knight of Coins, I feel as if this is the divine masculine energy in the connection. And I feel as if the divine feminine energy has come to the conclusion that the divine masculine, whoever they are on this side, whether they are male or female, is most definitely the person for them. Okay, but like I say, their patience may be wearing a little bit thin because they may be a little bit slow. Okay. Yeah, they definitely know that this person is their wish fulfillment, their happiness, all right? They have come to that conclusion during the period of the spring months, perhaps when you both came into union or connection or encounter. I feel as if, you know, the divine feminine may have a lot of people that's interested in them, but they're only holding one cup. Okay, and I feel as though they know that the divine masculine may also see them as their wish fulfillment. It almost feels as if the divine feminine is definitely picking up the energy of the divine masculine. They may also want the divine masculine to come towards them before they really come out of that pause mode, almost waiting for the green light. Thank you. Yeah, and here is the divine feminine popping up. So with the 9 of Pentacles, I feel as though the divine feminine is somebody that is extremely spiritual. And we kind of pick that up in the crowning message, because it does feel as if the divine feminine recognized that the divine masculine held the key to their heart, probably before the divine masculine actually. And I feel as if they are somebody that is very wise, very beautiful, very handsome. They've created a decent environment for themselves. They don't really want for anything. But I feel as if they're holding back this pentacle. They're not too quick to go towards the divine masculine. And it may be because they recognize they themselves have to do some shadow work. And I feel as though they also are picking up that the divine masculine needs to do some shadow work. So I feel as if they're going to hold back this pentacle, but I feel as if they're going to actually take steps towards the divine masculine, but it might be a bit slow, okay? Because I feel as if they're just getting really impatient. They kind of want to come into union, all right? Not really bothering what people are going to say about this connection, and just wanting to come towards the divine masculine energy. And then we've got the Seven of Cups. So I feel as if, yeah, this person, whoever's holding the divine feminine energy, Leos, definitely has options, okay? I also feel as though for whatever reason, where the divine masculine may have walked away and they may have regretted walking away, is almost kind of doing a 360 to come back. It also may represent here with the Seven of Cups that there is some discussion that needs to be had over misunderstandings or miscommunication within this connection. But I feel as if the divine feminine is definitely making the choice to come off of pause and go towards the divine masculine, perhaps to clear up misunderstandings, miscommunication. But it also, for me, I'm reading it as they also have choices. But look at the cup there, they're only holding one cup, and that is the divine masculine energy. Because they know, they've come to the conclusion that no matter how slow they are their divine counterpart. All right, let's have a look and see what you both would like to say to each other on the 5D. Okay, so for the divine masculine, they want to say to the divine feminine, I bury myself in work to forget you. And I feel as if that may have happened around the spring months. Remember I said that they kind of liked being in this kind of stuck energy. They kind of do their own thing. They've got their own kind of pattern and a way of, you know, it almost feels as if they're quite methodical. They kind of have their way of doing. You know, they get up in the morning, they have their shower, they have their breakfast, they do whatever they've got to do. They then, you know, prep their foods if they do that, you know, go to work, you know, socialize, come back in, go to sleep, shower, do it all again. It's like they have a routine. That's the words I was looking for. Thank you. And I feel that what they have been doing is that I feel as if they did walk away, and I feel as if they regret that. And part of that process of them, I feel, really reflecting over this connection was that they didn't have the strength and the courage to come out of this stuck mode, out of pride and ego. And I feel as if part of that was their shadow work. And I feel whatever was communicated on the 5D, strongly communicated. I feel, like I said, it feels like a big time discussion. I feel as if what they want to say to the divine feminine is that they buried themselves in their work to forget them. You and I were too young. So I feel as though Leos, for those of you that know of this, your divine counterpart, whether you are male or female, from a young age, I feel as if the divine masculine energy is just letting the divine feminine know that, you know, you both may have been too young when you first encountered each other, okay? And that in itself may have required some shadow work, because if you guys were at a distance, it almost feels as if they couldn't be with you. For those of you that didn't know this person in your youth, I feel as though that you guys may have connected in past lifetimes where you may have been too young to come into union. And that in itself, I feel as if threw up some shadow work, you know, maybe some anger, some, you know, that they couldn't be with the divine feminine in past lives because, you know, both of you were too young. But also as well, what I'm picking up, Leos, is that you both may have actually been related in past lives. So you may have had a very, very different dynamic. It may not have even been a romantic connection in past lives, but you definitely connected, maybe didn't really understand it because you were both too young. Let's continue. Let's see what the divine feminine energy would like to say to the divine masculine energy. My angels and spirit guides of the divine, please can you tell me your twin flame? Thank you. And we have, I left you before you could leave me. Okay, so I feel as though the divine feminine, even though the divine masculine may have walked away, and I feel as though this walking away may have been around disconnecting, around any kind of engagement, around romance. And I feel as though that is why the divine feminine energy kind of put things on hold, okay? Because they may have feared that the divine masculine energy wouldn't have come back, okay? So it almost feels as if they pulled away their energy, put things on hold, and perhaps that fear that they felt that the divine masculine wouldn't wake up to this connection may have been actually the shadow work that they needed to do. And it says here, I wish I had treated you better. So whether or not the divine feminine energy came towards the divine masculine in a way that was perhaps too flamboyant, too dramatic, too passionate, I feel as though that is the shadow work that they needed to do. Yeah. So it does feel as though, Leos, both of you almost brought some serious lessons to each other. For the divine masculine to come out of this pride and ego space, and for the divine feminine to, I suppose, really come towards the divine masculine in a little bit more of authenticity, maybe less flamboyant, be mindful of what they say, because I do feel like the divine masculine energy, even though they may be in that energy space of pride and ego, I actually feel as though they're quite a sensitive soul. And it almost feels as if this pride and ego was a bit of a barrier. And maybe the divine feminine energy didn't see that, but is seeing that now, which is why they put a pause on this relationship. They may have actually gone into like meditation or prayer whilst they paused back to really feel out this connection. Hence what perhaps triggered them to do some shadow work on themselves, but also to communicate with the divine masculine on the 5D. It almost feels as if they didn't want to sever cords with the divine masculine, but also give them space to awaken in their own time. But like I say, on that 5D, encourage them, talk to them. So it feels as if spiritually the divine feminine didn't cut the cord, but on the 3D may have really pulled back their energy. And that is what triggered the divine masculine to wake up, I feel. How interesting. All right, let's have a look and see what the advice is for the divine masculine energy in this connection, Leo. Thank you. Okay, so advice for the divine masculine says, see yourself in others, then whom can you hurt? What harm can you do? So I feel as though the divine masculine energy, as they awaken, as they do shadow work, as they didn't have the strength and the courage to go towards the divine feminine, I feel as though this time of reflection, this time of waking up, I feel as if they're being guided, that if the divine feminine pulled their energy away, is to almost see things from the divine feminine's perspective, and to see themselves, see the divine feminine within them. Because I feel as though whatever happened that triggered the divine masculine to be really thinking and reflecting about this connection, operating in a place of pride and ego, was definitely low vibrational energy. And it almost feels as if divine spirit universe is advising the divine masculine that by operating in that energy space, not only are you hurting yourself, but you are hurting the divine feminine energy. And if they look within themselves, they will see the hurt, they will see what harm it's doing to the divine feminine. Okay, let's have a look and see what the advice message is for the divine feminine in this connection. My angels and spirit, thank you. And we have free yourself from hesitations, perplexity, and consternation. Only intent on what is beneficial. So I feel as though as the divine feminine is coming out of this pause mode, I feel as if the advice is there is no need to hesitate, okay? No need to overthink it. If the intention is coming from a place of authenticity, you know, the shadow work has been done. I feel as if they're being guided. Don't get hung up on perhaps pulling back your energy because they were in fear that the divine masculine would leave them, or it feels as if they need to apply some self-compassion. Yeah, believe in this connection, believe in what they have picked up with the divine feminine way back, I feel, in the spring months. And I feel don't hesitate. I feel as if they're being guided, don't hesitate. It's almost like the right time as the divine masculine is awakening and going through some shadow work. Okay, so Leos, I'm going to leave that there for you. Interesting message. Yeah, they're just saying to me, honor your shadow self. That's the divine feminine energy. They're saying to honor it. Don't regret. Don't have any regrets, because that's going to create another set of low vibrational energy that the divine feminine will then have to sweep around and do some more shadow work. Okay. All right. Well, let's leave it there. Leos, if this message resonates, please feel free to click that thumbs up button on the video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And until next time, Leos, I'm sending you loads and loads of love, peace and light. You take care. Bye-bye.